Welcome to Standard Chartered India Money Insights, a podcast series that brings you topical insights and local perspectives on India's markets from the experts.
Hello everyone, my name is Ravi. Welcome to the week that was. Indian assets continued their positive momentum for the fourth consecutive week, recording their longest streak of weekly gains since mid of January 2022. Sentiments remain supported by robust earnings reporting by domestic corporates and improving foreign investor inflows. Indian equities had a positive start but traded sideways towards the later part of the week. The Nifty index rose 1.7%, outperforming most regional peers. With this week's gain, the Nifty index is up 2% year-to-date 2022 and further narrowed its negative gap from its October 2021 peak to 4.2%. Broader markets performance was mixed, with the Nifty Mid-Cap Index up 1.8% and the Nifty Small-Cap Index up 1.1% over the past week. Among sectors, metals and capital goods were the best performing sectors with returns of over 4%, while pharma and FMCG were the worst performing sector with cuts of around 1% during the week. The Indian fixed income market had another stable week with bond yields falling across the curve amid expectations of receding inflationary pressures ahead of the July inflation data. For the week, the 10-year Indian government bond yield fell 1 basis point to close at 7.29%, while the 3-year and 5-year Indian government bond yields fell 8 basis points and 5 basis points respectively. The INR remained under pressure over the past week after 3 consecutive weeks of gains as rising US bond yields and higher crude oil prices negated the impact of robust foreign investor inflows. The INR fell 0.5% over the week to close at 79.66 per dollar. We also had a few macroeconomic data reported during the week. The first data was on India's consumer price inflation, which edged lower to 6.71%, lower than both market consensus estimate of 6.75% and last month's reading of 7%. A moderation was observed in the cost of food article prices, which edged lower to 6.75% versus 7.6% the prior month, along with easing price pressures in transportation and communication and health segments. However, inflation accelerated for fuel and light, which rose 11.8% versus 10.4% the prior month, and education, which rose 5% over 4.5% the prior month. Sequentially, CPI inflation was up 0.46% over June 2022. The second data was on India's industrial production, which rose 12.3% year-on-year in July 2022, higher than consensus estimates of 10.3%. This was the 16th consecutive month of rising industrial activity as output increased in all sectors, though on a softer pace, predominantly led by electricity, manufacturing, and mining sectors. The third data was on India's trade deficit, which rose to an all-time high of $30 billion in July 2022, compared to $26.2 billion last month. Imports rose 43% year-on-year to $66 billion, while exports rose 2% year-on-year to $36.3 billion. That's it for today. At this point, I'll take a pause, and thank you as always for listening. If you find this podcast useful, please like and subscribe. Have a great week ahead.
Thank you for listening to Standard Chartered India Money Insights. Stay tuned for the latest updates and market trends by subscribing to our podcast. For more information, reach out to your Standard Chartered Relationship Manager or visit www.se.com/in.